Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video. And today, we're going to be talking about Yellowjackets, Season 2, Episode 2. And let's get started. They ate Jackie up, y'all. They went in on her. They got a whole handful. Look at them, a whole handful. But before we get more into that, let's talk about what happened before that. Shauna was in the meat shed again, talking to froze up Jackie. Frozen Jackie was like, "There's not much food left, huh? What did you do with my ear?" Shauna said, "I buried it." Jackie's like, "That's a lie. I saw you put it in your pocket." And Shauna was like, "Yeah, I buried it after that." So after Frozen Jackie got done making fun of Shauna for burying her ear that she didn't bury, she ate, she was like, "Can you braid my hair so people can't tell that I'm missing an ear?" So Shauna starts to braid her hair, and then Jackie's like, "Can you do my makeup too?" So Shauna started putting blush on froze up Jackie's cheeks and lipstick on her chapped up lips. So then Jackie tells Shauna the only reason why Jeff slept with her in the first place is because she made her into a different person. And the reason why Shauna slept with Jeff is because she could imagine being Jackie. So frozen Jackie tells Shauna, "You're hungry." And then a knife appears and froze up Jackie starts slicing up her wrist. She's like, "I don't need my arm anymore." So Shauna is trying to stop her. She's like, "Don't cut your arm up like that." And Jackie's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. You're the one holding the knife." Shauna in there cutting on Jackie. So while Shauna is outside with frozen Jackie, everybody else is inside of the cabin wondering why Shauna is out there with Jackie. It's cold. They're like, "It's cold out there and she's pregnant." So Mari is cooking the food and everybody's like, "We're going to eat Shauna's part because I'm tired of waiting on her." They tired of waiting on Shauna to get up out of that shed with froze up Jackie. I don't blame them. I'm eating her part too. But Lottie and Taissa was like, "Nah, ain't nobody gonna eat her part." Well, she better come up out that shed. She don't need no parts of what y'all eating because she got Jackie in the shed. She already had an ear and didn't tell y'all. She didn't give y'all none. But the cabin smells now and Taissa want to know who did it. So she looks around and she sees the bucket that's just supposed to be for pee, but it got poop in it. She said, "Who pooped in the pee bucket?" Then you got Misty talking about, "Well, is it a girl poop or a boy's poop? You can always tell." No, you can't, Misty. That's the reason why you don't have any friends, Misty. But no one owned up to pooping in the pee bucket. So Taissa got rid of it for him. Who do y'all think it was? It couldn't be Coach Ben because he only has one leg and he can't balance right. Or maybe it wasn't any of them and something from the wilderness did it. So they're all outside now and Taissa is watching everybody and she sees Shauna come out of the meat shed with Jackie. So she goes inside. And when she goes inside, she saw Jackie all discombobulated, looking like a clown. She was shook. She ran up out of there. She was like, "Tell everybody what you did with Jackie." Shauna said, "I'm just talking to her." Taissa said, "She's been braiding Jackie's hair and doing her makeup and adjusting her limbs like she's some kind of a doll." Then Shauna got the nerve to cry, playing the victim like always, and Lottie taking up for her. It was her best friend. "Shut up, Lottie." Taissa's like, "We're cremating Jackie tonight. So later on, we see Taissa and Lottie carrying out Jackie's frozen up body. And then when they lay her on the ground, Shauna go over to Jackie and bundle her up as if she could feel that it's cold outside. I said, I know she not bundling Jackie up. I know she not, but she is, because she's sick. Then Akila says, "Can we get some of Jackie's clothes? At least the jacket. That don't need to go to waste." And of course, Shauna gets upset. No one's taking any of Jackie's clothes. But Mari's not trying to hear any of that. She starts trying to take off Jackie's jacket. Anyway, Shauna pushed her down. Then everybody got involved trying to break it up. Taissa ended up falling. She was like, "Stop!" And Lottie's been the only one supporting Shauna during this weird time. So Lottie took off Jackie's necklace and gave it to Shauna. Look at Jackie's face though. She looks like a clown. Shauna's been waiting all her life to try to make Jackie look ugly. And look, she finally got the chance to. Look, she is toe up. So they sat Jackie up on some sticks to get her ready for her cremation. And while they did that, Natalie and Travis came walking up and they was like, "What's going on?" And Natalie's all like, "Boy, has it been a day. We found Javi's pants in the wilderness." Lottie was like, "That can't be. Javi is still alive. I feel it." Natalie was like, don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. Natalie is tired of Lottie's supernatural witch stuff. Natalie brought a pair of Javi's pants out to the woods, and she was acting like she found it out there. She cut her leg up. She put on a whole act. She thinks Javi is dead. She's tired of getting up looking for Javi every day. She thinks that Lottie is giving Travis some unrealistic hope, and she's tired of it. But Natalie was about to continue to yell at Lottie until Shauna lit the stick on fire to finally get rid of Jackie's frozen up body. Look at Jackie up there. I'd be livid if everybody was watching me burn up like that. But here is where things get even weirder. Travis and Natalie started hooking up, right? And while they was hooking up, Travis kept seeing Lottie everywhere. She kept popping up. I said, now why is he seeing Lottie? And while they was hooking up, they show us some snow on top of a tree and the snow falling on top of Jackie's body. And when it did that, most of the fire went out from under Jackie. So now Jackie is simmering. Fire down low. She was cooking slow. So everybody was asleep and they woke up and they was like, ooh, what's that smell? What's that smell? So they all go outside and they see Jackie's burnt up body looking like an alien. She looked like a burnt up alien. They're all outside now and they're all over Jackie's body, and Shauna touches her stomach and then she whispers, she wants us to. And I said, she wants us to? What that mean? Then I said, oh no, she means eat her, because when they was in the shed earlier, Shauna had that knife and she was cutting on Jackie's arm, and in her little twisted up head, she was thinking that Jackie said it's okay to eat her. So they all started to chow down on Jackie just because Shauna said that Jackie said it was okay. They went in on Jackie. I wonder if they left any crumbs. Isn't any left for the next day? Everybody had some except Coach Ben. He's scared and I don't blame him. Coach Ben went back to the cabin and he looked worried. He like, oh no, it's me next. It's me next. I bet Jackie never would have thought that she would have been taken out like that. I was wondering what was so juicy when I saw this trailer. Now I know. Jackie's blood dripping down Van's arm. Let me know your thoughts on how Jackie got ate up and what do you think Coach Ben is thinking. But before all of that happened with Jackie, Taissa broke free from Van. When Van woke up in the middle of the night, she didn't see Taissa there. So she's in a panic. She rushes outside to go find Taissa. And when she does that, we see Taissa in some type of a trance and she's following the man with no eyes. And he was leading her off of a cliff. He wanted to see Taissa fall down off of a cliff. Now, why he want to see that? If it wasn't for Van, Taissa would have fell down off that cliff. So when they get back to the cabin, Van tells Taissa, maybe you should talk to Lottie. And Taissa shut that down real quick. She was like, I'm not talking to her and you aren't either. I don't think Lottie could help Taissa. I think Taissa is a lost cause. So now we're in present day and we see Kevin over Shauna's house. He asked her if she knew anyone named Adam Martin. And of course, she was like, no, I don't know anyone named Martin. But when he pulled Adam's picture out, she was like, oh yeah, I do. We were in a little fender bender. That wasn't all the bending y'all was doing. So Kevin asked her, are you still in contact with him? And she's like, no. So he's like, well, we have records of you guys communicating through text. So Shauna's lying again, and she was like, yeah, we had to talk a lot because he started to get crazy over the whole insurance thing. But Callie was in the kitchen overhearing everything, so she decided to walk into the living room and make up this whole thing about them having to hurry up and leave the house to go to the mall so that Kevin can get out of there. So Kevin's like, okay, I understand. If I have any more questions, I'll be in contact with you. And then that's when Shauna's like, more questions? Do I need a lawyer? She's telling on herself. He's like, why would you need a lawyer? And she's all like, ha 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 ha, I watched too many cop shows. He knows she lying. So Caddy's like, why did you lie to him? And Shauna's all like, he never would understand that it was just an affair. Cops are sexist, and your father doesn't need everyone knowing that I cheated on him. I don't want him to be embarrassed. So Callie's like, that's stupid. So then dumb Callie is at this bar with her friend, and she sees this guy. So she went up to him, and they started talking, and he started talking about how his parents are getting divorced after being together for 26 years, and he has to help his mom through it. So then Callie's like, oh my God, that's so weird. I'm going through the same thing. My mom cheated on my dad. So this whole thing turned out to be a setup. He's working with Kevin to try to take down Shauna for Adam's disappearance, and Callie doesn't even know she's in on it. And Callie just broke up with her boyfriend, so she's really about to be in this guy's face, giving him all the tea on her mama. How do y'all think this whole thing is going to play out? Do you think Shauna is going to get caught up, or is one of these guys going to end up dying? But now we're moving on to Taissa. Oh my God. Taissa, what's wrong with you, girl? So she's drinking up all the coffee. It's not going to be any more coffee on the shelves, just like it wasn't any more toilet paper during the pandemic. She's trying to stay awake so she won't fall asleep and do anything crazy that she won't remember. So she's trying to stay busy around the house. And what is this scene right here? What's going on with this mirror? Why is herself looking back at her like that? Is she possessed? So Taissa comes down the stairs and she sees Sammy. He's like, I walked here from school. I wanted to see you. And of course, Taissa is happy to see him, but she's like, I need to call your mom. She calls Simone and she's like, don't overreact, but Sammy is here. He walks here from school. And Simone's like, oh no, I'm coming over to get him right now. So when Simone gets over there, she's knocking on the door. She can't get inside because Taissa has the latch on the door, because she know herself. She knows she'll walk out that door real quick and not remember. So Simone's at the door, but Taissa is asleep. But she ends up hearing her and she opens the door for her. Simone's like, really? You latched the door when you know I was coming over? Girl, chill out. You inside the house, ain't you? So Simone looks in the living room and Sammy isn't there. She's like, where is he? So Taissa's like, he must be upstairs in his room. So they go upstairs in the room and the window's open. So Simone's thinking, oh no, he jumped out. So of course she's instantly upset at Taissa. She's like, come on, we gotta go find our son. So when they get inside the car, Simone gets a phone call from the school. And when she answers it, they're like, if something ever comes up again, call us and let us know. And Simone's like, oh, I'm sorry, he must have walked back to school. And they're like, what are you talking about? He's been waiting for you for 2 hours. So Simone hangs up the phone and she looks at Taissa and she says, you're really sick. Then we see these flashbacks of what really happened, and Sammy was never at the house. Taissa was hallucinating. I want to know where's Steve at then, since she was hallucinating. Where's Stevie at? Oh, Steve. So then Taissa gets this evil look on her face. Evil. And I'm thinking, you should be looking straight ahead. Since you're driving, not looking at Simone. Then I said, oh no, they're about to get into an accident. I knew it. I said it in my trailer breakdown. I said, Taissa about to crash the car. She ran a red light. Is Simone alive? Is she okay? Will she make it? Not the Range Rover? Dang, Taissa. What do y'all think happened to Simone? If she didn't die, she's really gonna give Taissa hell. Taissa gonna wish she died. My theories are shot when it comes to Taissa. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know what to think. What do y'all think is going on with Taissa? So we see Natalie and Lottie talking, and Lottie is letting Natalie know that kidnapping her was never the plan. But after Travis's death, she thought that Natalie would spiral, so she had her people watch Natalie. So they was keeping an eye on her, so that's why they ran up in there and kidnapped her like that. She also told Natalie that it's not a cult, but it's an intentional community, turning suffering into their strength so they can be their best selves. And Lottie was adamant on the cult not wearing purple. She said it's called heliotrope. Y'all know what heliotrope is? Because it looks purple to me. We see the girl who brought Natalie her food that time and who Natalie stuck a fork in to get away, and she's looking scared to see Natalie, but she's trying to play it off. And she gives Lottie her drink, but it's made wrong. Lottie's like, did you put butterscotch in this? Butterscotch? But I don't think she wanted Natalie to see her act like a diva, so she kept the drink anyway, but then ended up throwing it away right after when the girl walked away. So I don't know what the whole point of that was, but she should have told the girl, go make me another one then. So we finally find out what happened to Travis the night that he died. Lottie was telling Natalie that Travis called her in a panic, telling her that the woods is back to haunt him, but he knows what he has to do, and he just hung up on her. So she said, I got in the car and was driving around trying to find Travis all night, and when I finally got to him, he was a terrified mess. So Travis was telling Lottie the only way to find out what the wilderness wants is to get as close to death as possible. The more Travis kept talking, the more irritated Lottie started to get, she pushed him against the wall and was like, we're not going back there. It was a trigger for her. She started having flashbacks. So she calmed him down by putting her hand on his chest. So she thought that worked. They both went to sleep. But when she woke up, Travis was gone. And that's when Lottie found the note that Travis had left for Natalie saying, tell Nat she was right. So Natalie was asking Lottie, if Travis was such in a panic, why not call me? And Lottie is telling Natalie that Travis said Natalie would only make things worse. I don't think Lottie was being honest with Natalie. There's something I don't trust about Lottie. But what y'all think? Y'all think she was lying to Natalie or what? But anyway, she's like, I finally found Travis at his job. He was in the barn and he tied himself up to a crane. And he said that he has to make himself almost pass out so he can know what the darkness wants, so then he can make it go away. And she was like, I told him, how you gonna get down then? How you gonna get yourself down from there if you make yourself pass out? And he's like, I just need your help. Help me with this. And she's like, no. But then she ends up helping him. She pushes the button so that he can go up and almost pass out, right? Then she pushes the button so that he can come down. But then the buttons get stuck. She started hitting on the remote, but the buttons are stuck. And then as she's hitting on the remote, here comes Laura Lee's dead body walking up to Lottie with her mouth open, looking like something out the garage. I said, what's going on? And while that's happening, Travis's body is getting higher and higher up on the crane. Then Laura Lee disappears. Lottie turns around, looks up, and Travis is dead. She didn't really have a reaction seeing Travis dead because I guess she just was in shock because she just saw Laura Lee. But she ends up cleaning up all the candles that Travis put down there, took the little blanket and walked away. But the thing is, Lottie didn't tell Natalie that she saw Laura Lee. She just told her that Travis got stuck up there because the buttons got stuck. And Natalie was like, that's BS. You telling me Travis is dead because the buttons got stuck? That sounds a little off to her too. So Natalie tells Lottie, I'm going to end you. I'm going to put an end to this mess you done started because every time you try to help somebody, they end up hurt. So Lottie's like, well, in order for you to take me down, you're going to have to stay alive for that. So I guess it's a win-win. Not her coming for Nat's neck like that. And look at Lottie's face, because why did she look at Nat like that? It has to be something evil behind it, because why is she looking like that? I don't know. I don't think we got the full story here with Lottie. I think she's holding something back other than her not telling her that she saw Laura Lee. I don't fully trust Lottie. I just can't put my finger on it. So anyway, Natalie ended up having to spend the night because it's too late for her to leave. So when she gets to her room and she lays down, she has this weird vision of laying on the bed. And there's a room full of people that looks like they're trying to help her and hook her up to this breathing machine. Then she wakes up in a panic. And I said, who did this? I think that was Lottie getting into Nat's head like that because she just told Nat, well, you're going to have to stay alive. I don't know what's going on at Lottie's cult that she claims is not a cult, but something creepy going on. And what do y'all think Nat's vision was trying to tell her? Let me know. So now we're moving on to Misty Quigley. She was calling Taissa because she hasn't been able to get a hold of her. She was like, I know you and Shauna not out having a spa day without me. She always thinks she's being left out. Well, I mean, it's true. She was like, call me back because I have some information on Natalie. So she was on her Citizen Detective website trying to find out how she can hack into the security camera that was at the hotel that Natalie was staying in. And someone wrote and was like, well, I can probably help if you stop throwing out all of my theories that I have on Adam. Misty's like, well, maybe I will stop if you stop wasting our time with wild goose chases. I wonder what's going to happen between her and this person behind the screen, because this person's theories on Adam is kind of legit and Misty is just trying to throw him off, but it's not really working. Maybe it could be Detective Walter and we don't know yet, because why is he looking at Misty sideways like this? Why he smirking her like that? It threw Misty off a little bit. She was shook. And it's weird to see Misty shook. He was checking his mom into the facility that Misty works at. He said, do I have to worry about any of the staff here? Oh, yeah, you do. And she's standing right behind you. And Misty was checking him out. She looked at him up and down. Oh, that's what you like, Misty? That's your type? Maybe that's why it threw her off, because somebody she likes smiled at her. She had to go to the back. She went to the kitchen, opened the refrigerator to get her something to eat. And when she did, she saw a letter with her name on it in the fridge. But she couldn't read it because she needed a black light. So when she got home, she used her black light because you already know Misty got one. And she was cleaning her bird cage with it too. Ooh, she a weirdo. So anyway, she was like, oh yeah, the letter. So she opens the letter up and she reads it with the black light, and it said, the security camera is just to throw people off. It doesn't work. But he did ID a man that's been living at the motel for 3 months now, and he thinks that he's going to be interviewed by the FBI tomorrow. Would Agent Quigley care to join, and he signed it, truly yours, put in the sick in forensics. And it's the same guy who be on the Citizen Detective website. So Misty will be there. She's down for this. This is what she lives for. She's been waiting for this all her life. This is her moment. Who do y'all think wrote this letter? Do you think it's Detective Walter, the one who just checked his mom into the facility, or do you think it's someone else? I'm thinking it's him, but y'all let me know what y'all think, and let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.